people just see you and dislike you for no reason, or because you're a non-national, or as they would say, an outsider. So I just say it go. Yeah, people, what go on? Oh God. Welcome back to an... Put on my watch. Oh my God, the lady said she coming by 6 o'clock, and look at the time. Just now she'll be here. I wonder if I can do this video, because I'm supposed to go out. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be realistic and tell you the truth. I think it is time for me to leave Trinidad and Tobago. It's time for me to move on. I think I overstayed my time. With all that said, what about this hairstyle, guys? This is the same hairstyle that I did last week. I think last week Sunday, or was it last week Saturday? And it is still going. The front hasn't lifted up as yet, so I guess applying the glue 3 times really worked, because in the past I normally apply the glue just once, and within a day or two the wig lifting off my head. But this is it. After 1 week, it's still going strong, and I'll take it out whenever it decided that it is time for it to come out, and that is when it started lifting. So for now, I'll just leave it as it is. As I was saying, I think it is time for me to leave Trinidad and Tobago. I have overstayed my time. That is what I think. I think it is time for me to go. There are a lot of reasons why people leave their countries and go to other countries, and my situation was no different. I have learned a lot. I've encountered both good and bad experiences, good and bad situations, and yes, I have learned from them. Being in a foreign country for the first time, I have grown so much as an adult, being away from family. I've learned to survive on my own. I've learned to solve problems on my own. I've learned how to do things without the assistance of close family, friends, and basically surviving on my own. Knowing that I grew up as a sheltered child. Growing up in Jamaica, I wasn't exposed to certain lifestyle and certain things. My family, certain things they weren't exposed to. So when they started having children, it's like a pattern, because they wasn't exposed to certain things and they did not grow up a certain way, so they grow their children, which is us, in the way that they think is best. And when I said family, I mean my parents, because they're the ones who I grew up with. So basically in Jamaica, I just go to school, church, and when I was working, it's the same thing: school, church, and work. And then I decided that due to some circumstances, I said, you know, it's time for me to try life somewhere else. And I started doing some research. And at the time, I had 3 countries in mind, and the 3 countries that I had in mind was Trinidad, Barbados, and Antigua and Barbuda. And then after doing all my research and going through all the pros and the cons, I decided to stick with Trinidad and Tobago. Then after I started doing more research about Trinidad and Tobago, the culture, you know, the way of life of the people, I realized that Trinidad is so much similar to Jamaica. And then I come across other Jamaicans at the time who were already in Trinidad, and I reach out to them and I talk to them, and you know, they give me advice, and some of the advice that they give wasn't like too accurate, but I was doing my homework just the same. That is why you should not believe everything that people tell you. I made the transition and I came here. I was warned not to come by my family. At the end of the day, sometimes when you're grown and you're in a position to do certain things, you just do it. At the time, if I did rely on them for the money or for the assistance to make the transition, I would not get it. I had a little savings and I take out all my savings and I make the transition. When I get here, Based on information that provided to me, everything was a lie, everything was fake. I was in a state of despair, I was in a state of depression, I was in a state of, I don't even know what to say the word is, but it was everything bad. And at the time I was saying, how could my own people do this to me? How could they do this to me? They were lying. They did not tell me all the crucial information and things that I should have known. When I was working in call center and I was doing sales, it's like you pitch all the good things regarding the product or the service that you're selling. There's no mention of the bad stuff. When the customers go ahead and make this purchase, all sales are final, and then they stick with something that they have no use for. When I get here, I realize that, as I said before, most of the information that provided to me, everything was a lie. And I said, how could I go back to Jamaica now? Because number one, I was warned not to come here. Number two, all the little saving that I had at the time, I take all of it to make the transition. And I was like, what am I going to do? Trinidad is small, and everywhere you turn you might see a non-national. And you will see a Jamaican, and when you talk to them, their story is similar. And I said, you know what? I will have to find a way how to fix this. Because there's no going back. I was warned there is no going back. So I stay and I struggle through all the stress. I struggle through all the disappointments. And the first job that I got when I came here, I struggled through everything, and finally I was able to get a job. It was in a mini mart. So I was in this mini mart, and I think I stayed there a week. And after that I started job hunting. I get other little survival jobs that I do for like few weeks, some of them like few months, and then I move on and on and on and on. And I was able, in spite of all that, I was able to build myself. I was able to save. I was able to go back to school. Yes, I am still going back to school. So in every bad situation, sometimes something good might come out of it, but sometimes the people who are doing certain things and providing certain information, I don't know how they live with themselves. I don't know how they cope. I don't know how they sleep. And they have children, they have family. I don't know why people do these things. If I cannot help somebody, I leave them alone. Or I tell them straight up that, listen, I cannot help you, but reach out to this person and that person and see if they can help you, and whatever information they provide, proceed with caution and do your own homework. But people don't do that. As I talk about it on my channel, Jamaican people, their idea is eat a food mentality. So once they can get money out of you, then they are going to do that. Living in Trinidad and Tobago, I have learned a lot. It's a learning lesson. Number one, I developed thick skin. And I learned to fight my battles on my own. It wasn't easy. It's still not easy, because sometimes being here, people just see you and dislike you for no reason, or because you're a non-national, or as they would say, an outsider. So I just saw it go. But I am not going to bash Trinidad. I am not going to bash Trinidad people. No way, I'm not going to do that. People behave the way how they behave because of certain circumstances and issues. They know the reason why. Not everybody is like that, but I do come across people like that. And when I realize that you're like that, I just leave you alone. I just get out of your way. That's me. Yes, I have met a lot of nice persons here, a lot of generous person, a lot of helpful person that have reached out to me and tried to help me in whatever way they can. And some of them, the help was genuine. Some of them, they had other motive, but I'm not stupid. So by talking to them and I see where conversation is going, I know that there's other motive. But in spite of that, I still, be thankful. I'm grateful for everything. And it's time for me to go. Where am I going to go? Just continue to watch the videos. Just continue to be my supporter, and you will know where I'm going. You will know what I am doing. But going forward in the future, I will ensure that I finish school. I ensure that I have a career, I have a skill. But going forward, to be honest, my aim is not to work for people anymore. I want to be my own boss. I want to struggle and build my own business. I want to get up and invest in my own business. I want to grow my own business. I want to grow my own career. That is the motive, and of course travel. I don't want to stay one place all the time and just get up every day and go to work and do the same thing over and over and over. At some time in your life, you're going to get bored. You're going to get stagnant. Is this all to life? That is why I said it's time for me to move on. As long as I have health and I have strength and I'm body able, I am not going to stay in one place too long. And I have money, of course. I'll be all over by the grace of God, because as I tell myself, I just want to be on the go and have my job on the go. And that is working for myself. That is what I am pushing for. I need to finish school. I need to finish my career. And if it don't work out, at least I have my career. I can go back to it. Nurse or nursing is a very demanding field. You can never go wrong in that field. Yes, it is physically demanding. Anything at all that you study, you can start your own business in it. It's just for you to start and grow. That's the most important thing. I've met a lot of Trinidadians who will tell you straight out they are not leaving their country. They love their country, and there is no way or nothing can cause them to leave. I am not saying that they should go to a next man country and stay there for a long period of time like I did. I am not saying that, but at least expose yourself to a next territory, to a next culture, to a different set of people. There is more to life than just staying in one place. And sometimes when you stay in the same place, in the same situation all the time, you will never grow. You just get accustomed to your situation, and then you tell yourself that, this is it. There's no other way out. Because this is what you expose yourself to all the time. Then now you convince yourself that there is no other way out. This is all life is. Hell no. I'm not going to do that. I have think about it for a very long time, but one of the reasons why I was still sticking around is the fact that I am in school, and I was telling myself I need to finish school before I do anything else. No matter what I'm doing, at least finish school, because it was a big investment for me. It is a big investment. Financially, physically, everywhere you think about it, it was a big investment, because sometimes I have to go to school, and when I go to school, I have to be rushing from school to go to work. Sometimes when I am on the morning shift, I have to be rushing from work to go to school. Sometimes I'm like so tired. Sometimes I'll get up like 4 in the morning, sometimes 5 in the morning, go to work by 6, leave work by 2, rush to school. And then when it's exam time, I have to be getting up like 2 in the morning, study until 4. I prepare something to eat, get ready, and then go to work by 6 o'clock. It was a lot. I am not complaining. I am investing in myself. And I just want to thank God for the opportunity that I have to make this possible. I just want to thank God for the gift that He gave me to be a very determined person. I'm very ambitious. I'm very patient. Once I make up my mind to do something, I'm going to do it. That's just me. I don't know where life will take me. I don't know what opportunities are out there for me. Wherever I'm going with an open mind, and whatever opportunity comes my way, I am going to utilize it. And that is my aim going forward. So please don't forget, guys, to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that you will know whenever I post a video.